It has been a hot minute since I threw a jack under this thing. Oh, or filmed anything in general. I haven't done any POV driving stuff. Yeah, not that this hasn't been broken, I just haven't had the will to do anything to it. But it's making too many noises now. I've got to at least try and find a couple of them. There's a knocking in the rear, there's a squeak in the front. I think there's an exhaust leak somewhere. Well, I'm positive there's an exhaust leak somewhere. It's leaking oil like a sieve. Yeah, things have been a bit rough on the old girl lately. But she soldiered on, bless her heart. It wasn't meant to be the whole summer. The 15 was supposed to be back at some point. From my understanding, at some point within the last, well, alright, 6 months ago. And I've heard absolutely nothing. So we carry on. I should probably film something, maybe. It's nothing I haven't done before, I don't think. Maybe I'll get round to like adjusting the handbrake. I've never tried that before. We'll see how that pans out. But for now, it's still the steering wheel when I drive is like slightly turned to the right, and I've ignored it and I've ignored it, and now I'm just like, well, look at the weather. Can't ignore that, let's do something. So I'm going to do something, and I'm going to film it, and if it's good, it's good, and if it's bad, it's bad, and it is what it is. So this is the same old story really. It's pulling one way, so I'm just going to adjust the tracking. This is all done through basically winding this in and out. So this is towing, I think this is towing in this way. So I need to wind this in to pull the front out so it stops pulling to the left. It's also got a slow puncture, so that ain't going to help matters, is it? But it's like, yeah, every time you fix something, something else pops up. So I'm going to work through them one by one, and yeah, at the end of it, if anything else goes wrong, which it will, we'll just deal with that at the time. So fawn it out, crack that off, try and wind this in a little bit. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. It's giving me jip, so we'll see. We'll see how severe it has to get before it works. But we'll get something done anyhow. Goes without saying, lads, clean your nuts. Dirty nuts are no fun for anyone. So just keep your nuts clean. You can tell I haven't done this in a while because I'm talking pish already. It's been 3.5 minutes and I'm absolutely talking nonsense. Normally at least 5 before delirium sets in. God, I should have bought the Dremel. That would have been nice. That would have been nice and easy. I could have just blasted the whole thing off all at once. But instead, I'm doing this. And I'd love to say it's therapeutic, but it really isn't at this stage. It's too many times doing the same thing. Oh, bollocks, that'll do. It's actually been so long, I'm surprised I remember how to cars. I say that, you watch, I'll fuck something up now. There you go. It's annoying how easy that is to crack off, considering how damn tight it is to wind in. It's probably the 3rd time I've done this. It's probably more than enough engine oil on there already, but I'm going to spray some WD-40 on the CV boot. Not CV boot, fucking that thing there, just to stop it from twisting up and imploding. There we go. Good enough. Good enough. Where's the spanner? I'm here. There it is. I may or may not be able to film this, but we will see. I'm trying to crack the locking nut off. I've wound that in just like a turn or a couple of turns, and I'm going to try and crack this nut off. So I can do that, wind it, my theory is if I wind it back and then just keep winding it, at some point it's going to actually be further in than what it was, which is the idea. But this is very tight, so the chances of it coming off slim to not many. I'm sure there's a tool for this, like an actual genuine tool. Who knows? I'll bring you back in a second. Cool. That's now loose. It only cost me one severe whack on the thumb, but now that moves freely. So essentially, all I'm going to do is just work that back and forth for a good while, try and clear out the threads of the bolt, or the nut and the arm as best I can, and at the end of it, hopefully it's going to be about a turn further in than it was, and it will stop the steering wheel from pulling to one side. So yeah, it's going to be really interesting. Oh, it's going to be fun. Because I'm not always a complete moron, only mostly one most of the time, I've managed to get two spanners in that, so that when I turn this, it just locks and stops this from rotating too far, because that one hits the drive shaft and that one hits the bottom of the whatever that thing is, subframe, bush, whatever, mount thing, so that won't rotate. So now I can just crack on with this for as long as I can be bothered to do it, and then we'll see what happens after. Just to be extra ridiculous, this is, bearing in mind, 27 years old, 26, 20 something, yeah, 26 years old, and after freeing it off and shoving a bit of WD on it, you can turn it by hand, and I just think that's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, there you go. That, I reckon's gonna do the job. Oh, it's hilarious. Good car. Done. That's tightened up. That's locked off. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna look at this while I'm here, because that shouldn't be quite that hard to turn. So I'm just gonna rip the pads out quick, grease them up, chuck them back. No drama, might as well. Got the tools, got everything out. Don't plan on doing much else, but we'll see. Do this without getting in my own way. See, that's the benefits of doing shit yourself, because that little bit of copper grease on there is probably what stopped that from being an absolute ball ache. So save yourselves it's a little bit grot, but not too bad. I need to rebuild that at some point. I've got a rebuild kit for it. I'm just being fucking lazy. Just being incredibly lazy not doing it. Now then, that's not an issue. Just chill out there for a sec. Chill out there, there you go. So that is moving freely. I don't even know if you're in the shot. That's moving freely. That is not moving at all. That's probably why I'm getting hectic brake squeak. Pads aren't seized in at least. Well, listen. That one might be. Ah, fine. See, this is why it's good to check. That's why it's good to check things when you can. If you've got the opportunity, just go for it. Because if you don't, and then stuff goes wrong, you'll blame yourself for not checking when you could, or when you should have done. That's what I keep telling people. If you're going to do something, or if you're ignoring something like I am, you're best doing things while it's your choice. Because if it suddenly becomes the car's choice, i.e. you have a breakdown, like a vehicle, not like a mental, like an actual, like, you know, mechanical breakdown, there you go. You will be very annoyed at yourself that you didn't do it when you had the chance, and then you'll have to spend 4 times as much, because more things will have broken in the meantime. All this advice, and yet I listen to none of it. It's good. It's all good. Cool. I'm going to find a way to get that out. That's going to be a right ball ache. Okay. I'm hoping I can just kind of get the shit out of it. But we will see. Been in this predicament too many times to count. And none of them have been fun. Not a single one. I would urge anyone that cares to heed the warning. Don't let it get to this situation, because you will regret it like I am now. I should have checked this months ago. I didn't, and now everything sucks and I hate it. Funny is that evidence exists of me fucking greasing these, and yet, here we are. Probably really bad for it. Probably using some sort of punch rather than this, but they're all the way over there and I can't bother to move. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna figure something out. I'll be back. So everything went horrifically wrong. It's now the following day. I haven't been able to drive the car. Well, I did. I drove it home just using the handbrake, but home's like 100 yards that way, so it's fine. But now I'm on a mission to Birmingham to pick up a carrier. So yeah, what a fucking journey. Ooh, noises. This is now day 3. It's Tuesday, and then yesterday was the Birmingham trip, and it went well. We got the part. So this is a new carrier. We kind of rigged it together last night because I just needed to get done. I started on it at like 8 PM, didn't film a damn thing. So I'm going to take that off again today and actually clean it and film some bits of it and put it back together properly. And from driving today, I found the tracking is still out massively, so I'm going to adjust that again. So basically, it's been 3 days and I'm back to square one. Tracking's done, that's probably fine. Same as before, just winding that, trying to get it onto the threads a little bit more. So that's probably fine. If it is still out and it's out the other way, then good, I'll adjust the other side because it's still towing in. So that's fine, I'm not bothered by that. Oh, let's have the fun of tearing this thing apart for the 17th time. So the carrier's out, that was easy enough. I'm just going to clean, so I used copper grease on these and apparently you shouldn't. So I'm going to clean inside here and then hopefully the new, yes, I haven't actually showed them yet. New sliders. They come with these different bushes and I don't trust them because they don't look like they fit. They certainly don't look the same as the old ones, which is what concerns me. But I'll give them a go. Can only go wrong once, can't it? So yeah, there we go. I will give this and clean. Probably going to end up doing some sketchy go shit to try and get in there, but there we go. Ugh. This can only go badly, so this is so dumb. I need some sort of abrasive in there, I think, to help it. But
every time you push it down, it's square.
Yeah, how much of that would have been cleaned out? Gross. I think it's kind of working. It's hard to film accurately, but it's sort of looking slightly cleaner in there. Shall we continue? The other way, not left-handed. If your brakes misbehave, waterboard them with brake cleaner. But it looks marginally better. So these sliders are different and I don't know which one is which. No one told me things. Also don't love the fact they have Loctite on. Buddy, that is great. Oh, hello. Bag's over. So yeah, these don't look like the same as the old ones. Supposedly, you just push into here and they come out again. That might be okay, might get the fit. And then obviously that goes over the pins. It looks like it wants to go that way, but I don't trust that as a method. They just don't fit. They are unfitting that way round. So it must go that way, and that doesn't make sense. Maybe it does make sense. Maybe it's me that doesn't make sense. I think I'm gonna go off cars altogether. Oh, they're different lengths. They're different fucking lengths. What the shit? Since when? No, I'm not having that. That I mistrust deeply. Holy hell. Maybe that's why they keep seizing. So that's a different length. So just all the way in there. Then that goes all the way in there. And then that goes all the way. Oh, I don't like it. I'm going to check something real quick. Fuck this noise. I'll be back. So, update. The two sliders in this bag are the same length, whereas the two sliders from this bag are different lengths. One of them is not as long as the original, and also the rubbers are totally different, and these don't have the little metal collar on, and I can only assume the standard practice, trying to do this one-handed, is to put that on there. I'm trying to do it through the lens. Like that. Like fucking... Oh, I should have prepped this before. Just put that on there, right? But that little lip that it's got a seat to, there's no way in hell of putting that on there. Like, there's absolutely no shot that's going over that bit of metal there. So what the fuck, basically, is what I'm asking. What the actual fuck? This fun. We having fun. Fun. Fucking fun. Oh, it's all gone well as usual. So, I've tried using a press type thing to press that into there. That ain't going. So that's number one thing wrong. Secondly, where the fuck has that gone? Oh, there you go. These are two different lengths, and these original ones are not. Plus the rubbers are completely different anyway. There's no metal sleeve on this one, and on this one there is, and it's stopping it from going over the pin. So it's another failed attempt. I'm going to bodge it back together and we'll try again another day. This will be now 5 days to replace. Yes. So I'm fucking bodging it. I ain't got a choice. I'm using the old rubber with a new pin. I'm going to have to use one of the old pins just to match it. And then that's just some silicone grease, which I think was the issue to begin with, because I'm pretty sure, there you go, pretty sure that shit just went sticky in the end. But I'm going to just give this a crack, and it'll work or it won't work. And there are the only two options available to me right now. So at this point it's fuck it. We'll fuck about. We may or may not find out, we will see. Don't know which of these pins looks in better nick, to be fair. Probably that one actually. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. We'll use that one. Where's the fucking rubber? That's two new ones. There it is. So yeah, the old one doesn't have the metal on it. It's just that fits over the bit there, and then that seats into the caliper. So I don't know why. Thank you. Don't know why it's different, but it is different. So yeah, that's a bag of fucking bits. Clean all the old grease out of there straight into my hands. Stuff smells weird. Doesn't smell like brake cleaner. It smells less aggressively chemical. Oh no, it doesn't. Up close, it smells like brake cleaner. Ugh. Okay. Take the old crap off. See, they're not even in bad condition. There's no reason for you to seize. You're just being an ignorant little bitch. Cool, fine, that's good enough. That's the old rubber. Move that way around, I think. Yeah. Cool. Good whacking of grease. I don't know how much grease you're supposed to use, but given how many times this is seized, I feel like a fuck ton is the only correct amount. Yeah, that's not going to seal, and it's going to fucking spill grease out and whatever, but I don't care. I'm done with the caring. And everything else can go back in the bag. Apart from that, I'll shut that in there as well, just to keep everything in one place. Cool, I'm going to bolt that back on. Today's done. I'm done with today. This is another day's problem now. Future me will see you in future. It's future me. God, it's several days later as well. I've just been driving it, and that's really dumb because I know it's going to present itself as a major issue eventually. And in the first day after fitting everything back together, drove through like a foot of flood water as well. So I'd imagine if it's not seized, it's probably, well, okay, I'd imagine if it's, I think it's seized is what I'm saying. We're going to find out. Oh, future me hates old me. Also, because I can't have nice things, the lens of this has fallen off somewhere, which is just excellent. Because one problem can't remain a problem, it has to multiply. So, turns out one of the sets was wrong, obviously, because it was completely different lengths. So the company sent me another set, so I've got a whole another set. What I'm going to do is just use the bolts and rubbers from this. They said apparently these are supposed to go the other way around. So that end is supposed to go into the recess in here. But I don't think it fits. In fact, balls what I think, it quite clearly doesn't, well clearly, yeah, like you can see, clearly doesn't fit. There's no room, there's no space for this. It cannot, it is unfitting. It is unbefitting. So I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that information. What I am going to do though is just clean this out completely. I've got the Dremel around to try and like polish the inside, see if that works. They said apparently the old ones get stuck in, but there's definitely no way that's happened because that is all one suka. That's all one solid piece. There's no like additional piece of metal there. You'd see it. It's fairly chungus. Yeah, you'd see if one of them was stuck in the Badger. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna do this again for the 15th time. Yeah, let's do that. Well, I'll be fucked. Correct me if I'm fucking wrong. There is something in there. Oh, well, this is going to be fun, but at least now I know. So yeah, there you go. That's the fucking answer. That's the old edge of the rubber that's stuck in there. Fucking arseholes. Okay, shit, this just became mission somewhat impossible, but oh, this is going to be fun. I feel dumb. Do you know what? If you learn something from it, then it's fine. You can be stupid. Just be stupid with a productive purpose and not with any harm caused. I bet that fucking fits in there now. Oh. Okay, fine. Go on then. You good?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll edit this shit anyway. So the most ineffective way of putting it there. might be completely unnecessary, but you see what I'm trying to do. Just polish up the edge a little bit. Blech. Why would I do that? That's probably fine. Choose to believe that's fine as well. And then what? Why are you doing? See, part of me thinks just hit the fucking thing and get it in there. But I'm not going to do that just yet. Actually, try once to do it properly, and if that doesn't work, then bollocks to it. It's probably completely unnecessary, but I feel like if I'm going to the effort of doing it, I don't want to have to do it again. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Clean the other one before I do it. There's like, I'm sure there's like an unwritten rule of YouTube that says like if you're going to do something twice, don't film the second one because there's no point. But fuck it, we're doing it again. Yeah. Just getting all the brake cleaner out so it's not still, because I put a lot in it. So. Cool, 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 cool. Fucking go! Right. Is this an old one? Is that new? That doesn't look particularly new to me. Fucking rod.
Ow!
I'm so sorry. This consolation hit me in the face. He's whisked on a spite inside. Well, that looks good. That's a new one. I don't like how grotty and overheated it looks. It looks a little bit cooked. That's fine. It's just probably because of the fact it was fucked in the first place. So very good. I don't have any sandpaper here, do I? See that one. Are you going to choose to ignore that? I think it will be fine. Right, so then, now, right, it's one of those. Where's the other? There's the other one. Make sure you keep a clear workstation so you don't lose things. Yeah. Where's the... If I say where's the one more fucking time, kick me in the head. Okay, I don't know where the little thing off the end of that's gone. In theory, somewhere here. That's a little rubber thing. A rubber doohickey. Found it. For all the fucking things. It's the sort of dumb shit that happens when I work on. This is literally why I started filming when I work on cars, because dumb shit like that happens. Maybe I should just be stupid on my own somewhere quiet. Maybe that's a good idea. That's better. Right. Maybe I should have put the grease on first. I probably should have did, shouldn't I? Let's put this on. So if I'm ever to be used as an example, it's normally a bad one. Pretty sure the lid of this is destroyed anyway, but there you go. So childish. I don't know if that's politically correct way of doing it, but do you know what? That's how I'm doing it. No, apparently I'm not. Just created some sort of air vacuum seal in there. Ah, I don't want it just to work. Just go in, just to buzz. It's that little rubber bit at the end, it's like holding the air behind it. Just fucking... Just gonna love tap this in. I don't trust it to not come out. Stay the fuck. Or what I'm going to do is faff about with it until it pushes itself out anyway. Is there another thing I can hit this with to make it go in? I can't get a socket over it, so I'll hit that, and I don't want to take that out. I can't be bothered to do that. game. I don't exactly know what the answer is, quite honestly. That, then I can grab, excuse me, this might be too big, that's a shade too big, let's go to that one then, yeah, that'll do it, just, sorry.
Can edit shit out.
That's grand. I show all my mistakes.
No, I meant me.
You're grand. I show all my mistakes. It's just the fact that I fucking stay upright. That's what's killing it at the moment. Stay there. Good now, bro? You fine? You dandy? That's good enough for my car. Yeah, I was just like, no, thank you. Where did I edit? I was doing this again. Oy, oy, oy. Okay. Get it to fart all the air out and then it's good. Just get the rubber back on. Because if your rubber falls off, you gotta put it back on. Top tip. Don't look at me with your eyes. Okay, cool. That's probably fine. Get that and then continue to fuck around with it. That's fine. I'll just leave it like that because then if nothing else it gives me somewhere to pop that out in the future. Yeah, good enough. Let's do the other side and finish with this shit because this has been like 2 weeks. Okay. So let's get some grease. Bullet. Some grease on here first. Yeah, this is good. This is why I wear gloves. Where's that one? That's the rubber for this one. Just get it. No, don't put all the grease on it. I can go in it, that's fine. Put you in there. And you go in there. I wonder if I do the same. Oh man, that one just went in. Sound. There you go. Push it into the rubber, pops over the collar there. Make sure that's fine. There you go, done. That was that easy. Oh, magical. Well, do you know what? Yeah, like I said, when you learn something, it's worthwhile. It might be painful, but I have learnt a thing that I probably could have just fucking Googled anyway. But you know what? That's fine. I don't worry about that kind of shit. I've learned something, and that's what's important. Yeah, sick. Put it back together. I just fucking no enthusiasm. Ah, come on, sort it out. Right. They're going to end up flying away. Kneel on eventually. That's fine. All of the carrier stayed in place, all the little clips stayed in place, which is like really impressive and rare as well. So, I mistrust the little rubber thing on the end of it. I know it's meant to be there, but it's just not filling me with joy. But that's fine, it's whatever. It's literally whatever. Cool, right, you go over here then. Grease your bolts, kids. Something else I've said a million times. Only bother with it if it. Well, no, only bother with it. No, that's really cynical. You should do this anyway because it's just good practice. But if you're the next one taking the bolt off, you're doing yourself a huge favour by putting grease on there. So yeah, do it if you want. Don't if you don't. I mean, anyone using this as an instruction manual, God help you, honestly. Toy. We don't use torque specs here. Everything is FT. It's either finger tight, fairly tight, or fucking tight. I don't know what that was about, but it seems to be going in now. Essentially that focus, man. That was not going in at all. But now it is. And that one is as well. That one's a lot looser. Well, they're still loose, but that one went a lot easier. That one is now going in. Thank fuck. So yeah, tighten them bitches up and we're away. It's gonna show how hilariously bad my handbrake is. In fact, I'm sure at the start of this video I mentioned adjusting the handbrake as one of the little niggly things that needed to, which is really funny because I haven't done it because this has taken a fucking week. I'll have to check actually and see exactly how long it did take from the first video till now. I like the hilarious little so because all the tools are out and no one likes doing half a job, I checked this side and it looks to be exactly the same. Good lighting. Where the little metal thing is stuck on there but the rubber isn't attached to it. So I'm just going to do this side. I've got a spare, not a spare, I bought 2 sets of pins. So I'm going to do this one while the tools are out and while I've got the motivation, and I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Yeah. Done, all done. Done, I'm so done. This is done, everything's done. Are you done? You done? Done.